So where are you squeezing her hands apart?
Right above the knuckle I'm pulling.
Thank you.
Right above the knuckle.
The knuckle.
Oh, Penta.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks.
You're welcome. Okay, so then, you ready for this? Okay, so now we're gonna do PIP flexion of the digits, right? So I'm gonna ask her to bring her fingers like this. Okay, and then straighten out. Okay, so I'm gonna zero them out. I'm gonna put the goniometer right over the PIP joint. Make sure they're all set. It all says 0, and she does. Then I'm gonna say, okay, now bend your fingers again like this. And I'm gonna bring the goniometer like this, and she should have.
Somebody just called me, just like with Sammy. That is some messed up stuff.
She has 0 to 105.
Where's the axis?
0 to 1. Actually, 0 to 100
The
is
knuckle.
what she has.
So
Yep.
the axis is the knuckle,
You're doing it right here.
the second bend in the finger. Okay.
Yes.
Pip.
PIP.
Why is it not this if this is PIP? No,
This is the MP. This is the PIP.
dip PIP. Okay, so it's here over PIP. Okay.
Okay, so do this. So then I would go and make sure that each knuckle is 100 degrees, right? And then for extension, I would measure her like this. And then I'd say, can you straighten your fingers out? And I just,
Do you want me to like hyperextend?
no, you're fine. And then I just make sure that each one is 0. So it's 100 to 0. Now for DIP flexion, I'm going to say, can you do this again?
This?
Okay. And then relax, and then come back, do it again. And so now this time, well, I would actually zero it out, right? At the ends of her fingers. So I would put now the axis of rotation over the DIP joints, make sure they're all at 0, and they are. So now bend. And then I'm going to just take this, and I'm going to put it there, and she should be at 0 to 90, which she is. So I'm going to do that with each finger. She's 0 to 90. Now, DIP extension starts like this. So I'm going to start you here. Make sure that each one is 90. If there's any differences, I'm going to definitely document that. And then straighten them out, right? You can put them on the table. Make sure that the DIP is 0. So she's 90 to 0.
Cool.
Now, for flexion, we usually test flexion of the PIPs and DIPs together. Okay, so you can see I'm going to grab her hand like this. You can, if you want to do it individually, you can have them bend this finger, and then I can pull out like this and out like this. But usually, and that's if you have one specific finger that you're testing. But if you're just doing a gross manual muscle test, you can actually have their fingers like this. Okay, so I can have her curl her fingers around my fingers like that. Do you see that? And I have my fingers here for a reason, but
This is muscle test.
yeah. So make a fist like that, like that, and then I'm gonna say, don't let pull out, right? And so I'm gonna try pull her PIP and DIP joints out like
I
this.
think I need to.
Is your hand
And that was
there to
PIP flexion.
Yeah.
Muscle test.
Ladies,
right?
make sure your nails are cut
My nails are.
because I felt like I was kind of digging in you.
Well, that's why I also do this. If I do this like this, then this actually keeps your hand from digging, your fingers from digging into
Okay.
me. You see, so it provides space in there.
Lock fingertips with client.
So that's why I do this, because
Okay.
patients have longer nails. So if you do this, then their fingernails won't get you.
Okay, good.
Dip.
So,
More space.
Flex.
and then you just pull. You see that,
Flex
right? You
is-
just
wait.
pull out, just
Have
like
you- can
that.
you brief me with this because I just missed that whole thing.
Mhm.
I'm sitting here trying to. I'm trying to do.